So here's the deal. Today, and only today, you can call me Cinderella. Weird as it may sound, you have to stick with me. I mean, you don't really have a choice. In this Cinderella story, there are no stepsisters, but 4 stepbrothers. There are advancement via individual and determination. Instead of cleaning the floor, instead of cleaning the floor, I have to clean a 3-inch binder. Instead of losing my glass slippers, I lose my tutorial forms, which may or may not be intentional. In this fairy tale, in place of a castle, I have Lehigh Senior High School. Instead of a Prince Charming, I am presented with the Princess Charming, Monica Walker, and a fairy godmother, Elizabeth Wood. The oldest of the stepbrothers, A, he's the toughest of them all. Just because he thinks he's first, he not only thinks he can push me forward, but to strive to be better. He's always pushing me to be the best that I can, no matter the circumstances. And what I learned from Big Brother A is that the only thing standing between me and success is the nonsense story that I tell myself. Next is poor Brother Via. And if you have siblings, you all know that he's a means to an end. What I learned next we have Brother Individual. He's also the middle brother. But what I learned from him is that the best things in life aren't handed to you. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Last, but definitely not least, is my favorite brother of them all. It is Brother Determination. He taught me what purpose is. He taught me that perseverance and my will to succeed and to not be a statistic will put me on top. His favorite saying is that when I want to succeed as bad as I want to breathe, that is when I will be successful. I call these stepbrothers avid. I call this family avid. To understand the impact this family has had on me, you must first know my story. You're gonna get the full story today. At the age of 6, I was plucked from the unforgiving suburbs of Haiti and dropped into America. Knowing only how to ask for a glass of water in English, I was introduced into what I heard known as the land of opportunity. Unfortunately, my mom, she had to stay behind. It was not until later on, finally understanding the meaning of sacrifice, that I understood why she did what she had to. Moving in with my guardian, my Aunt Therese, there was 8 of us under one roof. Thankfully, we had 3 meals a day, running water, and the blanket of the Lord over us providing protection. That first year was the hardest of them all because I still didn't understand why my mom gave me up. Her visits didn't come. Her visits didn't come until later in the years, and maybe a couple times a year if I was lucky. Starting school was rough. With little English in my arsenal, I was in deep water and knew that I had to either learn to swim or drown from the constant pointing and laughter because of my accent. I decided to swim. Thank you. I'm good. I decided to swim. I decided to fight, and I decided to survive because I wanted to make my mom proud. Not only was it a shock to me, it wasn't a shock to me, but my teachers, they didn't expect me to make it. And if they did, they thought it would be by the skin of my teeth. And I may not have been able to write a paragraph in English like the kids in my class, but I knew things. I knew I was not going to have anything handed to me. I had something to prove, and I knew the only way to do that was to apply myself. so I did. I was introduced to my stepbrothers and my fairy godmother in the 7th grade. Let me tell you something about scrubbing those floors. Cleaning my binder. It was the most tedious, ridiculous thing I ever did in my short 13 years. And let's not forget about those glass slippers. My tutorial request forms. They always seem to go missing before 8th period. But because of my fairy godmother, Mrs. Wood, I had someone to keep my hyper behind in check. And thanks to her, I graduated middle school and I was on my way to the ball. And I left my mark, and by the grace of God, I did not become a statistic. The visits from my mom, they still came once or twice a year, and like I said, 3 times if I was lucky, maybe more. But no worries, like I said, I had a ball to get to. And entering high school, I continued with my stepbrothers, and we met the Princess Charming, Miss Monica Walker. And with her help and my new family, I now know how to speak 3 languages, English, Creole, and French. I was inducted into the French Honor Society, and I received a scholarship from Edison State College. It only got worse for those non-believers when I entered that ball. Not only did I work to become class vice president, I was in the Cambridge program, and then I was inducted into the Center for the Arts program. I became a scholar athlete playing varsity football and 1 year of wrestling. I couldn't do it anymore. But I didn't stop there. I couldn't stop. I went on doing track and field with Raiders in our JRCC program, and I broke 3 school records. I truly thank God for the strength He has given me to accomplish these things. And I still have something to prove. And one man once told me that I have a legacy to leave behind. My aunt and I, we still struggle to make ends meet sometimes, but we know we are blessed. My father, he's not present, but that is no excuse, and I have never used it. I still have my beloved mother, all 20-something of them, and making her proud and making them proud, it is my drive. It is the fuel that powers me. I made a promise to myself that I will never be a statistic, and thanks to Avid, I'm not. Thank you.